What's up, guys? It's Dan Max. Wanted to talk a small video about where I've been for a while, even though I know y'all don't care. Not many people check out my channel for me to really care. I was just working, finishing up school. Um, as of recent, like a week ago, I had a second child, so there's that. It's a little harder to post videos and content when I'm working. I was in school. I already had one son. I have one child, my son. Now I have my daughter. So it was just, at first, it was hard just trying to take care of him, trying to work, trying to go to school. It was real taxing because I worked in the morning. I helped take care of him and try to take a nap for school. And I went to school at late evening to nighttime, 6 to 10. And then I had to be back at work at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. So it was really, it didn't factor in my travel time. The school was not close to my house. I live out of New York anyway, and I live in Long Island, so it's not New York City, but I live in New York State. But the school was in New York City, and traffic between back and forth was really drastic. Some days it'd be an hour and a half. Sometimes it'd take me almost 2 hours to get to school. I had to be to school at 6 o'clock. I got off work at 11:30. I got home at 1, close to 1 o'clock. So I had minimal manageable time with my child, which sucked for me. Some days I just wouldn't go to sleep, so I would just stay up the whole time. It's really hard, especially I'm at 26, right? And I'm just trying my best to make sure that my child is good, have time to see me. My off days, I didn't have school or work, so I spent time with him, and I slept a lot as well. It was very taxing on my partner. I know she didn't like it, and I was just trying to do things to get better. And a lot of people tell you like it's time management, but sometimes when you really want to do something, you have to push for it, and a sacrifice is always going to be made. Like, don't get me wrong, I made sure I was there for most of the important parts, if not all the important parts, for my child. Yes, there was times that he missed me, and that hurt because I didn't get to see him like as much as I wanted. Because at the end of the day, I'm a father, and I don't really say like I'm an individual first, or I don't try to say what people say, oh, you have to prioritize this over this. I'm a father first. I'm an individual first. So it was just taxing mentally, physically. But I got through it. It was only for a year. So that wasn't too bad. But this is just to talk about and prattle off basically on what I was doing for the time. Many people ain't gonna watch it. I hope I do. I hope people do. I'd appreciate it if y'all do watch it. I mean, I have a YouTube channel for this, but not just for. It's more for finance, as y'all already know. Talk about real estate and stocks. So plan to get back on the ball. My account hasn't grown that much at all. I just been buying more dividend stocks, and I sold off a few positions that I just like. You know what? Let me make this specifically a dividend portfolio, and then started trading more in my Roth. In my cash account, I'm at 12.9. I'm only up $122 for the day, so that's a little less than 1%. Let's talk about something. What I added to my portfolio recently is more OHI. I added ticker symbol O, Realty Income. I should have added them a long time ago, and I had them during the pandemic. I don't know what made me sell them. It's still me being a novice and everything. Like I said, I'm more of a dividend investor than anything else. Taking my hand at option trading again. Made a couple dollars off of that, so I'm trying to get back into that more, at least once, twice a week. I bought more ABR, which is Arbor Realty Trust. They're a good dividend payout company. They're monthly, if I remember correctly. They're probably quarterly, but I'm going to check their REIT. The sector is finances, mortgage, real estate investment trust, so that's technically a REIT. Let me pull up ABR's payments. ABR dividend history. Okay, yeah, they pay quarterly. They pay March. They just did a payment. April, May, January, February, March. Yeah. So they just did a payment. They had 40 cents a share for dividends. So I have 33 shares. So I'll get a decent payout. And they're $11.46 as of this video. The market just closed. It's Friday. So the market just closed. I added more ABR to my portfolio. I added VICI. I was watching a dividend video and they talked about VICI. I'll talk more about that stock in another video. I think I'm gonna start doing videos with stock for stock. Why would I buy? Why wouldn't I buy? Just got to do more research. Like I do a decent amount of research on my own time, but to verbalize, I have to really go over the numbers because I'm not really good at verbal speaking when it comes about stocks. I have to re-look up stuff, write it down, memorize it, keep writing it down, keep speaking it to myself, and then that's how I memorize. Well, I bought 10 shares over the week, and I'm up 13% on that, surprisingly, but they also pay out a nice dividend of 39 cents a share. So since I got 10 shares, it's $3.90. They were $33.90 stock at $33.94 as of today, closing, the market closing. And let's see, did I buy anything else? I bought back into ExxonMobil. I should have kept them when I had them before, and I didn't. That was a big miss for me. I should have read the market better. I didn't have longevity yet, so I didn't understand that gas really like comes back, even though I know we use it, right? And this is a mistake I made. Even though at the time I know we used it, I had a lot of shares while it was really low, and this was 2-3 years back. It was one of the first stocks I started buying that was dividend related, and I sold once it got close to double. And I was just thinking about I had a profit mind state instead of an investment mind state, which I should have had because it was a good growth. I also added Bank of America. Got 2 shares of Bank of America. I bought in at $30. It's down today, $29.28, so it's not really down that much. They're another dividend stock that I plan to once again buy long term and hold. They currently pay out 22 cents a share. As you know, they're a bank, so I love those numbers. It's a $29 stock that pay out 22 cents a share. To me, that's amazing. And since they're a bank, they're going to be around for a really long time. The 5-year moving average is not too bad. They were up in March and February of 2021. They took a big tumble in 2020 like everything else. And right now it seems like they're doing okay after what happened with Silicon Valley. So just wanted to talk about that. I will make more videos, definitely, since I've been one more added. Owl Rock Capital, ORCC. They're another REIT. Second, they're another REIT, and their dividend payout. Let me see if I can find it. Sector finances, industry, capital market. Their revenue is $1.2 billion. They pay out 33 cents a share, and it's a $12.90 stock as of the market closing today. So that's, their 5-year moving average is when they first, I don't know if this when they first came out, but back in 2019 they were $18. Then they dropped down to $10 during COVID, and it was pretty steady between $10 to $13. So I decided to buy when I saw it was at $10. I'm up. I bought a few at 10, not 10, my bad. I bought a few at 12, so that helped. And like I said, they pay 33 cents a share, and I have 8 shares, so that's gonna build. In the long term, if you're looking at it, let's see what their dividend history is. Not their dividend history, but how long they've been paying dividends. Give me 1 second. I'm not really good at just writing stuff down and working it out. So a lot of times what I just do is I go to NASDAQ.com and I go search their dividend history. It's been a little while, but they've been paying 33 cents and they've been paying dividends since 2019. I see they might be a good company from what I've researched. They might be okay. I find them as a go so far. But a lot of REITs I go with. I added some other stuff to my Roth. I'll talk about that later as well. But right now they pay 33 cents a share. 1 share annual, that would be $1.32, and they pay out every month. Every 3 months, my bad. They pay out every 3 months. So, gotta take it. Oh, another thing that I wanted to talk about very briefly. What I realized is my dividends are averaged out month to month. So you have to look at the stock, look at when the payout is, and then buy stocks associated with the payout dividend of each month. So like some weeks I get higher and higher. I get almost $1,000 in dividends off of a $10,000 or $12,000 account, and basically I get $994 in dividends. My biggest dividend holding is Altria Group. I think I spoke of MO before. I'm pretty sure I did. They're one of my favorite dividend companies, and they've raised every year for 53 or 58 years, over 50 years. So they're a dividend king in my book. So I would say balance out month to month. I'm definitely going to do a dividend, talk about more dividends later on. Everybody have a wonderful day. Sorry for the prattle off. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day one.